Good morning. It's Pause with Elizabeth Elenor, and I nearly forgot. I've been sitting here at my computer doing stuff and then realized what the time was. So I have just been at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in Sydney for the last 4 days, seeing thousands of people go through the festival, and it's my second time that I've had a stall, and oh my gosh, I was saying to the lady that was helping me, Terry, it's like pregnancy. You forget what it's like, and then, oh yeah, I'll do that again. It was extremely intense 4 days of talking and doing recodes and healings and intuitive readings, and what I recognized again, and this is really an interesting topic for me, is how many people don't know exactly what they want in life. They've got no concept of creating. They are just living day to day and going to work, and they've got no dreams or desires, or if they have, the dreams and the desires that they do have are to get them out of the situation that they're in. And I find it really interesting and really sad, actually, that we have been conditioned not to dream anymore, not to move forward in creating the life that we really choose to create, that we've been conditioned to constantly be searching for the next best thing, like right now is not good enough, but at the same time not really knowing what we want. There was woman after woman that for those that are new to the type of work that I do, what I do is I support women in general, some men, but mostly women, to really experience what it is that they want to create. So we look at what are their desire, what is your desired end result, what is it that you really want to, what did you come onto the planet for? What is your passion? What is it that you are here to achieve and to experience? So we unpack that and we look at what it is that, what I call a true choice, because we have so many limitations that often people are trying to disconnect from pain that they've had in the past, or disconnect from the experiences that they're having now, and they're disillusioned, right? So they're, I want more money because I've got lack of money now. I want love because I'm lonely. I want better health because I'm feeling sick, or haven't got the right body shape, or whatever it might be. So I want this because I haven't got that, right? And so that's not a true choice. There's a psychological tension connected to it, and so therefore, here's my trusty elastic. Therefore, instead of going, this is what my true choice is, and this is what I want to create, and this is where I am now in my current reality, instead of it just being that simple and then moving towards it, we've got this other thing pulling us against what we want to create. And so there's this lack of something, and it's pulling, and what I call psychological tension, right? So you're pulling against what it is that you want, instead of pushing or moving forward and being magnetically pulled into what it is that you want to create. And so many of us have got, so many people have are disillusioned, and they have no idea what they want to create, and they they don't want to live in the right now, so they create all of these distractions. And you know, even going to the Mind Body Spirit Festival and having, you know, a psychic reading. So many people having psychic readings to see what it is that's in their future. But what are you doing to create that in the first place? What is it that you're doing to step forward into that? And you know, that's not everyone. I myself and the woman that that was with me, helping me in my store, we both went and had a reading, and so did my partner Tim. He went and had a reading, which I haven't had one for. I haven't done that sort of thing for, oh my gosh, I can't remember how long, because the type of work that I do, that sort of stuff comes up anyway. What is it that I'm creating? But then what we do is we look at what is it that we're creating, what's going on in the current reality that's getting in the way, and then we actually unpack that and recode it so that we're moving towards it. We're not just getting someone reading saying, oh, this is what's going to happen in your future, with no acknowledgement about what's happening in your current reality, so that you're creating a structure in the magnetic field, right, in the quantum field. You need to create a structure of, this is what's happening in, you know, what I want to create, but here's my current reality, and these are all the things that are happening now, so that I can create something that moves me forward. My voice is starting to go after 4 days. That moves me forward into what I'm creating. If you don't acknowledge what's going on, there is no tension to move you forward into what it is that you want to create. And so therefore there's just a void. There's no even recognition of the 2 points. There's only this point here, but there's nothing to be moving you forward if you're not acknowledging what's happening in your current reality and speaking your truth to yourself, right? What's going on in your current reality? Sometimes in your current reality, you're in a good place and you're moving towards it, and you're taking action, and you're you know, you're focused, you're on point, you're doing everything that you choose to do. But most of the time, and what I experienced over the weekend, is people are really disheartened, actually, you know, a little bit numb. I think after the chaos of the last couple of years, people are really in a very weird place. They're not as traumatized. Well, they're not as, you know, stressed, but I feel like that there's almost like a PTSD or a traumatic underlying feeling going on in people's auric field after the last couple of years. And so it's a matter of actually going, what's happening in my current reality, and moving, what is it that I want to create? What is it that I truly choose for this life? Do I want to live the life I love? And am I doing that right now? Am I being the creator of my world at the moment? Am I living the dreams and hopes and desires that I, you know, when I was a child, I had this, you know, innocent curiosity of life at some point, and I want to create that now. Am I doing that? Am I doing that day to day? Am I living my highest potential and my highest capacity? And I would say most people don't even think about it. From what I've got on the weekend, most women are in either separated from a bad relationship or still in a bad relationship. And I mean, there was a couple of different experiences of that. There was a couple of people that were older women that were interested in spirituality and growth and all that sort of stuff, but their partner wasn't, and so they felt that loneliness of not being connected to their partner and having to do things by themselves, or feeling guilty about doing it, so not doing it as much as they wanted to, connecting into that part of themselves. There was quite a few women that had been separated from, abusive relationships and men that were, had cheated on them, and others that were, just very disconnected. There was a couple of people, not many, a couple of women that were in great relationships and their partners were with them, and but it wasn't as many as I thought that I'd see. A lot of women really not happy with their weight or their health. There was quite a few people that didn't like the job that they were in. And so here in our current reality, we have all this stuff that we don't like. But what are we doing about it? What are we doing? We're actually just living and, complaining about our current reality or letting our subconscious dictate to us that this is all we've got. This is all we're worth. This is all we deserve. We're insignificant. We don't belong. All of the things, all of the limitations that the subconscious shares or the unconscious shares with us, that are silent instructions that are from our childhood, and they're not even anything to do with what our current reality is anymore. But because they've been, we've been beating the drum of that for so long that our unconscious doesn't know the difference between, with time and space, right? Our unconscious is just in this space. This is what we've locked in, and this is the way it is now. And so it stays there permanently until you do something to change that mindset and there's a lot of different modalities out there, but they can take a long time to actually really maneuver and get those thoughts to be changed, to shift them. And so that's why I'm blessed to do what I do with the recoding, is because we go into where those codes came from in the first place, where those limitations came from in the first place, and we actually shift them easily, permanently, and really effectively, very fast, and we clear them straight away. So it was a massive 4 days, clearing, doing that sort of work in that sort of environment. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it, because on Friday my head was buzzing off. I was just, not grounded at all, because I was working in the field for so long. I think I did 8 sessions on Friday, and so it's very intense work. So I'm going to make this short and sweet today. I just wanted to come on and get you to ponder what's happening in your world What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to experience? And what are the things that you're telling yourself that you can't do to have that? What is it that you're saying? What's holding you back from experiencing everything that you would love to experience in your life? And just take a moment to really, like, how true are some of these things, and how old is this? How old is this recording that's been you've been telling yourself over and over and over again? And as I said to one woman in particular, if you don't sort this out in this relationship, you're going to have the same relationship, just a different face the next time. And she said, yes, this is my third time, different face, same experience. And so it's the same with jobs, for example. If you don't sort out what's going on for you that you don't like about what you're doing, you will change jobs, but you're going to have the same pattern come up over and over again. The same with your health, the same with your love life, the same with your finances. All of those things will be the same unless you change the pattern. And the easiest way to do that is through this process that I do called recoding. So if you're interested and would like to know how to, like, it's for everyone. Don't think that this is not for you. If you want to make a difference in your life and actually step forward and live the reality that you were here to create, then reach out. Put yes please in the comments, and grab a link so that we can have a chat. At the moment, I've got specials on for MBS that are going to run just for a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer, but if you were at MBS or you want to take the opportunity to grab one of those specials, then put yes please, and we'll have a chat about it. Take care, enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time.